What if picking up that shiny coin could change your life, but not in the way you think? Discover the shocking truths and hidden dangers of found money that will leave you speechless. Before we begin the story, please make sure like, comment, share, and subscribe my channel for a more interesting story. In many African communities, money holds a deep significance that extends beyond its economic value. It represents a source of livelihood, status, and even spiritual energy. However, the act of picking up money from the ground carries with it layers of meaning that are often rooted in cultural beliefs, taboos, and even superstitions. In this essay, we explore the cultural, spiritual, and practical reasons why picking up money from the ground can leave one with surprising consequences. Money found on the ground is not just an object of value. In many African societies, it can be perceived as a test of moral character. The decision to pick it up may reflect one's respect for cultural norms. These norms often emphasize the importance of leaving unattended money undisturbed, as it may belong to someone in need or be tied to spiritual significance. Beyond this, the cultural context highlights how community-oriented values play a role in decision-making. For example, in some rural settings, returning found money to community leaders or elders ensures fairness and builds trust. In urban areas, the communal understanding might differ, but the principle of accountability remains crucial. In certain African traditions, money left on the ground is believed to be cursed or bewitched. This belief stems from the notion that individuals can use spiritual means to harm others. By picking up such money, one might unknowingly invite misfortune or spiritual attacks into their life. For instance, stories are told of individuals who picked up money only to experience severe illnesses or inexplicable bad luck. This association between found money and spiritual danger underscores the deeply ingrained fear of unseen forces that influence daily life. Furthermore, some traditions warn that accepting such money can disrupt one's ancestral blessings or attract malevolent spirits seeking vengeance. In urban centers across Africa, criminals sometimes use money on the ground as bait to lure victims into traps. This tactic preys on the natural inclination of people to retrieve free money. Once the victim picks it up, they may be robbed or conned into revealing sensitive information. Increasing awareness of this tactic has led to public advisories in some cities, with law enforcement agencies warning residents to be cautious when encountering suspiciously placed money. This method is particularly common in crowded markets and transport hubs, where distractions are plentiful and vigilance is limited. African folklore is rich with stories about people who encountered mysterious consequences after picking up money from the ground. These tales serve as cautionary lessons, often aimed at teaching humility, caution, and respect for the unseen forces in life. For example, one popular story tells of a man who picked up a shiny coin, only to find himself transformed into a goat by sunrise. Such narratives, while fantastical, reinforce the idea that there is more to found money than meets the eye. Similarly, tales of lost fortunes due to greed are used to instill a sense of ethical awareness among listeners, particularly children. The reality of widespread poverty in parts of Africa adds another layer to this phenomenon. For many, the sight of money on the ground represents a brief respite from financial struggle. Yet, the risks associated with picking it up, whether cultural, spiritual, or practical, often outweigh the potential reward. In some cases, desperation leads individuals to ignore warnings and take the risk, highlighting the intersection of economic realities and cultural beliefs. This dynamic is particularly visible in informal settlements, where economic vulnerability amplifies the allure of quick gains. Finding money on the ground also presents an ethical question. Should it be taken or left where it is? Some argue that it's better to leave it untouched in case the owner returns, while others believe it's fair game for anyone who finds it. This dilemma is particularly pronounced in societies where communal values are emphasized. Elders often stress the importance of considering the potential impact on the original owner, urging individuals to prioritize empathy over personal gain. Additionally, ethical debates arise in cases where found money is shared among multiple discoverers, revealing the complexities of collective decision-making. Urban legends about money on the ground are pervasive. Stories of individuals who mysteriously disappeared or suffered grave misfortunes after picking up such money circulate widely. While some of these stories may be exaggerated, they contribute to the collective wariness of this practice. Real-life cases, such as incidents involving poisoned currency or staged scams, lend credibility to these legends and perpetuate their influence. In some instances, media coverage of such events has heightened public awareness, reinforcing the cautionary approach. For those who do pick up money from the ground, certain African cultures recommend performing a spiritual cleansing ritual to ward off any potential curses or negative energies. These rituals often involve the use of herbs, prayers, or consultations with spiritual healers. In some traditions, specific cleansing ceremonies are conducted to purify the individual and protect them from harm. This practice underscores the importance of maintaining spiritual balance in the face of potential threats. Families might also come together to support the affected individual, reinforcing communal solidarity. The psychological impact of finding money on the ground can be profound. On one hand, it may evoke feelings of luck or divine favor. On the other, it can instill fear and anxiety if one is aware of the potential spiritual or criminal implications. This duality reflects the complex interplay between cultural beliefs and individual psychology, shaping how people perceive and respond to unexpected opportunities. Studies have shown that such situations often trigger heightened risk assessment processes in individuals, influencing their behavior and decisions. In tightly knit African communities, the act of picking up money from the ground may attract judgment or suspicion. Neighbors and passers-by may interpret the act as greedy disrespectful, or even dangerous. Social norms play a significant role in shaping individual behavior, with community members often holding each other accountable for actions that deviate from established expectations. These judgments can have long-lasting impacts on social relationships and an individual's reputation within the community. Money's symbolism in African societies often transcends its material value. It can represent blessings, curses, or the flow of energy. The decision to pick up money from the ground thus takes on a symbolic weight that far exceeds its monetary worth. In some cultures, found money is seen as a test of character, revealing an individual's true values and priorities. The symbolic significance of money is further explored in rituals that involve its use as an offering or a means of invoking ancestral favor. While many tales about found money carry a cautionary tone, some stories highlight positive outcomes. There are accounts of individuals who used found money to turn their lives around, attributing their good fortune to divine intervention. These stories offer a counterbalance to the prevailing narratives of danger and misfortune, illustrating the potential for unexpected blessings in the midst of adversity. Such narratives often inspire hope and resilience, particularly in challenging times. Parents and elders in African societies often use the topic of found money to impart valuable lessons to younger generations. These lessons typically emphasize honesty, caution, and the importance of respecting cultural traditions. By sharing stories and experiences, they instill a sense of responsibility and awareness that helps guide future decisions. Educational initiatives have also begun incorporating cultural teachings about money and its implications, fostering a deeper understanding among the youth. In communities facing severe economic challenges, the temptation to pick up money is heightened. For some, it may be a matter of survival, despite the risks involved. This reality underscores the need for broader social support systems to address the root causes of poverty and reduce the vulnerability of individuals to such risks. Non-governmental organizations, NGOs, and community-based programs play a critical role in alleviating the pressures that drive risky behaviors. With the rise of technology and urbanization, new practices surrounding found money have emerged. For instance, some people use mobile apps to report lost money, creating a digital layer of accountability. Additionally, social media platforms have become spaces for sharing stories and warnings about the potential dangers of picking up found money. These technological advancements reflect the evolving landscape of cultural practices and safety concerns. Beliefs about found money are not unique to Africa. Similar taboos and superstitions exist in other parts of the world, such as Asia and Latin America. Comparing these beliefs can provide a broader understanding of how cultural values shape perceptions of wealth and fortune. For example, in some Asian cultures, picking up money is believed to invite the spirit of the previous owner into one's life, echoing the African belief in spiritual consequences. This global perspective highlights the universal nature of cautionary tales and ethical considerations. From a psychological perspective, the act of finding and picking up money can be linked to cognitive biases such as loss aversion and risk assessment. Understanding these concepts can help explain why people respond differently to found money. Additionally, studies on decision-making processes reveal the complex interplay between rational thought and emotional influence. These findings offer valuable insights into human behavior and its underlying motivations. Religious teachings in African societies often guide individuals on how to handle found money. In some cases, religious leaders may advise against picking it up, citing moral or spiritual reasons. These teachings reinforce the idea that material wealth should never come at the expense of one's spiritual integrity or community harmony. Furthermore, religious narratives often highlight the importance of seeking blessings through hard work and honesty rather than opportunistic gains. Some African communities have developed initiatives to address the issue of found money. These initiatives include public awareness campaigns and the establishment of lost and found systems to reduce the risks associated with picking up money. By fostering a sense of collective responsibility, these efforts aim to create safer and more supportive environments. Partnerships between local governments and grassroots organizations have also enhanced the impact of these initiatives. The act of picking up money from the ground is far more complex than it appears at first glance. It is shaped by a rich tapestry of cultural beliefs, spiritual taboos, and practical considerations. While the allure of free money is undeniable, the potential consequences, both real and perceived, make it a decision worth careful thought. Ultimately, the question of whether to pick up found money serves as a microcosm of larger societal values, reflecting the intricate balance between opportunity, morality, and caution.